Good morning, dear students. Welcome back to online classes, day 11. And I, Ajay Kumar, is going to teach you the remained part of pronouns. So, do you remember what you have learned yesterday? Yes, correct. We have learned about personal pronouns. So, next in the series is possessive pronoun, the types. So, what is possessive pronoun? It is quite simple. The definition is a possessive pronoun is used to show ownership or possession. So, we can see the example. The house over there is ours. Ours means like our house. It means that we are having the ownership of that house or we are having the possession of that house. Those are your presents. I have not yet seen mine. So mine is the possession here or ownership. But you have to make sure that possessive pronouns do not have any apostrophe s. Like if you are writing hers, her apostrophe and then s, then that is wrong. It will be simply written like hers. You can write it here hers, hers. In the same way, you can write yours. So I believe now you have understood possessive pronoun. Next in the type of pronoun is a reflexive pronoun. So we are going to talk about reflexive pronoun and we are going to learn more about that. Okay, dear student, before starting reflexive pronouns, we can see here there's one table given. The table is showing you that the possessive pronouns used for different personal pronouns are like if we are having the personal pronoun I, then the possessive pronoun will be mine. If the personal pronoun is we, then the possessive pronoun will be ours. If the personal pronoun is you, then the possessive pronouns will be yours. For similarly for he, his, she, hers, they, theirs. Now we are going to discuss the dear student. Now reflexive pronoun. We can see that reflexive pronouns are used to refer back to the subject in the sentence. So it is just a kind of a type of a reflection of the subject of any sentence. As you can see in the example, Tina fell and hurt herself while cleaning the loft. So herself is being used for Tina, and since Tina is the subject of the sentence, so herself is the reflexive pronoun. Now you can see another sentence that I treated myself to an ice cream. So myself is the reflection of I, and that's why it is reflexive pronoun. Now dear student, will move ahead with another types of pronoun, that is relative pronouns. And relative pronouns are used to refer to nouns or pronouns mentioned before. So you must understand this. What are relative pronouns? It is a noun which is used to refer to nouns or pronouns mentioned before. Okay, mentioned before, and what that is noun or pronouns. And another thing you must know about this is they also function as conjunction and join sentences together. So I think it will be very helpful for you. It will be something like as a clue that you can understand about the relative pronouns very easily. Like wherever if you'll see that if there is any question word is there, like who, whom, which, whose, that is written in that sentence, then directly you can answer that is the relative pronoun. But you make sure that it is referring to nouns or pronouns. For example, we can see like the child whom you were talking to is my nephew. The child whom you were talking to is my nephew. So the child is one part and another you were talking to my nephew is another part, and both sentences is getting connected, related with the help of home. Another example, we can see the person whose son has won the spelling bee is my neighbor. The person is the one part, and son has won the spelling bee is my neighbor is the another part, and what is relating it, this is whose. So this is called relative pronouns. Now moving ahead, pronouns of numbers and quality include words and phrases such as many, much, few, little, a few, a little, etc. These are the pronouns of number and quality. Now, example for the candidates found the test very difficult. Many could not finish it. I used to have plenty of stamps earlier. Now only a few are left. So here you can see that many is used in example A, and in example B a few are used also. Now we'll move ahead and we'll read something more about it. Indefinite pronouns include someone, somebody, something, anything, one, anyone, anybody, nobody, no one, etc. So these are when words which is giving you sense of understanding that there is no finite number, or there is no such number on which basis you can say that this is the finite. So those all will be called infinite pronouns. And examples you can see, there are many examples: someone, somebody, something, anything, like these all things are indefinite pronouns. And example for you can see like someone has been stealing flowers from our garden. So it is about infinite pronouns. Nothing is visible on the stage from the back here. So infinite, how many things are there on the stage, nobody knows. Okay, now next is possessive pronoun. Possessive pronoun, I have told you, like it is showing possession or ownership, and they include mine, ours, yours, his, hers, theirs. Example for are you sure this book is yours? Ours is the largest democracy in the world. So these are the examples where we can show our possession or ownership. The forms are my, our, his, her, your, its, and theirs are called possessive adjective, as they are used with noun and do not work of adjectives. Sorry, do the work of adjectives. So these are my, ours, his, hers is possessive pronouns, as well as the it works like as an possessive adjective also. The word his is used for both as possessive adjective and possessive pronouns. Now, for example, we can see I couldn't say anything, the decision was entirely his. So in this you can see his is the possessive pronoun. I could not contradict his decision. His is the possessive adjective. Now, can you tell me what is the difference between possessive pronoun in example A and example B? I could not say anything, the decision was entirely his. In this sentence, his is the possessive pronoun, but in another sentence, I could not contradict his decision is a possessive adjective. Why this? Can you explain me? Okay, let me help you with the understanding that I could not say anything, the decision was entirely his. Here his is helping whom? His is helping to the subject. So that's why the word which replaces a noun is called pronoun. Okay, and since it is the possession showing, so it is possessive pronoun. But in the next sentence you can see I could not contradict his decision. I could not contradict his decision is talking about is modifying the noun. Okay, it is modifying about the noun. So that's why this is called possessive adjective. Emphatic pronouns, the last one, emphatic pronouns are used to put emphasis on the subject. I've said earlier, like emphatic pronouns are also called as the reflexive pronoun. So dear student, I hope you have understood this pronoun chapter completely, and if you are having any question, you may write to me in the mail, and you can text here in the group also. I'll try to sort it out. So we'll meet next day. Till then, bye. Have a nice day. Thank you. Dear student, and I show my regret to all of you because I have left three points, types of the pronoun in this chapter. It was just a human mistake, you can say, like while preparing for the PPT or the materials to teach you. I just completely forgot to mention demonstrative pronouns, interrogative pronouns, and distributive pronouns. So I'll cover it. You don't have to worry about this much. I'll cover it in next grammar class. In next week, I'll just go through. We'll discuss all 3 points. So you don't have to worry about that, and we'll see. We'll understand it in much better way. So hope you will understand the problem, and you'll excuse me. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Have a nice day.